Welcome back to the North American Championship 2015 presented by Xbox. Mr. X joined by Gizmo in the booth. Right there we saw map number 1 between Faze and Optic Nation. Gizmo, really a shocker. We didn't see that one going so heavily in Faze's favor.
Yeah, Faze absolutely dominated that one from pretty much start to finish. Even after the first hill, I think it was about 38 or 39 to 1. So pretty much from start to finish, they really rolled.
Yeah, I think they came out to a 29 to 1 start at that hard point. Nothing really too close to talk about. But let's take a look at the top half of the bracket. Obviously, we just saw Optic Gaming knock TK down into that lower loser bracket, and that's going to sit up an Optic Gaming Envy match, Gizmo, that we haven't seen those two square off in a while. It's going to be a good battle, I think.
No, but Envy has been impressive pretty much this entire tournament long. They really have things going. Merc playing fantastic. I was able to catch one of their games yesterday. Team Envy looking like a team to be reckoned with so far.
Well, they've been getting great play out of Zuma and Saints.
Yeah.
And I know Nameless and Merc really, they were kind of hard on themselves after that Season 1 championship. I think they felt they should have probably made it all the way to the finals. They thought they played good enough. They just kind of gave some games away. And then to take a look at that bottom half of the bracket, I think the story here is TR upsetting Denial 3-0. That huge match is going to be set up against Faze Black, and potentially we could have a Faze versus Faze winners round 4 matchup.
That would be another awesome game. TR, a team probably the biggest shocker so far this tournament, to say the least, and they've been extremely impressive. I saw them over on Bravo against Fear, and they've just been excellent all game long.
They've been playing a really unorthodox playstyle that I don't think Denial was ready for, and Denial never really adjusted in that series. And obviously that bottom matchup, Optic Nation versus Faze Red, and that's the one we're in right now. I think on this S&D Solar, going to be looking at Killa, quote-unquote self-proclaimed best S&D player in the world, really see if he can pick it up here. And then on the Faze side, who are you looking out for to really come up clutch here?
Parasite.
Yeah.
He's my favorite player as far as S&D is concerned with this team, and he's fantastic. We said he's one of the best all-around players, and he really does always bring it in S&D. I'm looking for him to really show up in a big way in this series.
And you see that stat on the left-hand side provided by our friends at COD_stats. Karma had the highest first blood percentage out of any player in Season 1. Usually first bloods results in victories. Kind of odd to see that stat considering Optic Nation had lots of struggles in Season 1 with S&D. And Gizmo, who do you want to jump on board with first here?
We've been talking about Parasite again. Let's jump on Parasite 2 rounds in a row.
All right, we're going to start things off with Parasite, as Faze going to be on the offensive side.
Okay. Doesn't look like anything really all that unconventional so far.
Nope, cycling through the screens, not seeing anything too unconventional, and Parasite going to use that sniper rifle off the break.
Looking for the pick, and you just talked about the first bloods, how huge that would be. Misses the first shot. He sees Karma, hit markers there. Doesn't get it, but he's going to challenge him, and he's got the first kill. So Parasite with and then now you have 2 down actually already for Optic Nation. So numbers in Faze Red's favor.
And they've really split the map up in a nice way. Aix is actually able to get that pick over at A, which is going to really force Killa and Teep to really spread out on the map. You're going to see Killa, he's going to go down, and it's going to be a very difficult spot for Teep to play out of.
Yeah, 4v1, never an easy spot. And Abel still has the bomb, so they'll be planting that soon. Teep finds one, tags him up, but he didn't get the kill. Now they know where his position is, and yeah, they're going to converge on him. Tough to do anything right there.
And Faze really hitting their strides. Parasite and Aix coming out getting 2 quick first kills, but I think the kind of story of that first round is when they got those first 2 kills, opposite sides of the map. That forced Killa and Teep, they couldn't really play together, try and hope to get 2 and then maybe trade the last one, get a 2v1 at the end. They were forced to spread out, and it really ended up losing them that round.
As far as what you're looking for offensively on this map specifically, is there anything out of the ordinary that you look for?
No, I would say on this map, pretty much going to have standard B pushes. What we see a lot when I was doing the EU regionals, we saw a lot of teams actually opt to go over towards A, so a little bit something different out of them, but nothing here so far this weekend like that.
Okay, so you have a couple players stacked up over here by that B bomb site that you were just talking about. One player from Faze actually laying down right on top of it. We're still on board with Karma. He's trying to peek, and there goes down TP. Now numbers in advantage of Faze again. Again, Karma now in a 1-on-3 this time. Optic Nation just not able to get the numbers right now.
Nation just gets in a position where they can make a play. They get that first blood out of Miracles, but not able to do anything with it. It's going to be Karma 3-on-1, really not in a good position at all, but I don't think the members of Faze know where he is.
He does have the bomb, and they are heading towards him. They're peeking towards out towards the garage where Karma's about to drop down, and that's an easy cleanup. 2-0 in Faze's favor.
And this Faze team looks really scary, Gizmo. I know you can hear them over here to the left. They've only had 1 player drop so far. That is Aix. The others all sitting at 2-0. Nation really needs somebody to make a big play to kind of swing the momentum in their favor right now. I know they just look really deflated.
And it looked like on the scoreboard, the only player right now from Nation that has a kill Miracles.
Yeah.
You're going to need to step up, especially when Faze is playing like this. It's going to be very, very difficult. Let's stay on with Enable. He's got the bail out. He's going to pick up the bomb, and they're looking like they're pushing towards B right off the bat.
Looks like they're going to try more of the same thing that they did in that first round, trying to get Nation over aggressive, and they do. You see via that COD vision, it was going to be Miracles. He's going to jump over and play on bomb. Aches able to shut him down right away. So you said it, you saw it on Bravo a lot. Aches really coming out this weekend, putting a great performance on.
And just as you say that, he goes down. Right now, it's a 3-on-3. Enable does have the bomb still. Slasher goes down, so now numbers finally in favor of Optic Nation. Parasite getting tagged up, but he's managed to stay alive, but now he goes down. Now it's a 1-on-3. This time Enable, the only player alive for Faze.
It's a huge round for Nation just to get some kind of momentum, a little bit of confidence on the board. Enable, last one live. Very difficult position, but he does have bombs, so he doesn't have to, go out in the open, try and pick it up, and then bring it back somewhere.
It looks like he does know where Karma's at, but now he's becoming a little bit skeptical because Karma hasn't moved, and right now it's kind of a slow play here from Enable, which is smart. He doesn't have many options here in Faze. Gonna finally pick up a round.
No, and he's going to get tagged up by Karma, who's sitting up that top glass area. Going to take him out, and that's going to put Karma at 3-2. But good to get Optic Nation on the board. A little bit of confidence. Now you're going to need to see them really pick it up. Teep still sitting at 0-2. Going to see what's going to be going on with him into this next round.
I've heard you talk about that in the past. How important is that to get that first kill out of the way? Sometimes you've even gone the length of saying maybe a teammate should bait for another teammate.
It was funny. I had this conversation with Killa actually outside yesterday. He asked me, as a player, did you ever get nervous at times? And I think the biggest thing as a player for me was I was always afraid for some reason that I was going to go a game without getting a kill. So as soon as you get that first one out of the way, it changed everything. Right now, Teep struggling a little bit. Miracle's trying to back him up right there, though. 3 players drop 4-0-N right away, and it gives that such a fast round.
Don't even have time to talk about it.
No.
Faze now up 3-1, and everything's clicking. You can see how much fun they're having, and when they're having fun...
You compare to Season 1, they look like a completely different team.
Yes.
I mean, just a different look on their faces. A lot of, I don't want to say animosity towards each other at Season 1, but, their practice schedule not the best going into Season 1 champs. Coming into this one, definitely look to be putting their best foot forward.
They're not bad guys. They just all want to win, and when you have people that want to win that much and you have small mistakes, that's when you start to see the animosity come through a little bit. But right now we're jumping on board with Parasite. He's looking down. He can't see Killer right now. He's got the sniper out. And again, so far, nothing going down as far as gunfights. A little bit slower, and I think this is the way that Optic Nation has to play it.
Yeah, and you're going to see Aches actually on your screen over here, and he's going to have this one battle that he won that first round on the offensive, and he's going to jump right around the corner, taken out by Karma. Nice play by Karma to give ON the advantage.
I think that Aches had hurt him, but it seems like Karma just had the gun skill there right now. And finally, a first blood in favor of Optic Nation. Now they have the numbers.
It's going to be Enable. He's going to take out Miracles right there. Going to look to see what they're going to do. They have control over mid-map. They really can go towards either bomb site, what Faze decides to do.
Okay, so numbers are the same now as Miracles goes down, and 3-on-3, Enable again, playing nice and slow. Bomb's still up. They know where that's at. Slasher takes out Killa. So now we're going to see 2-on-2 as another player goes down. Slasher takes out another, and he goes down. So now it's going to be 1-on. I can't even broadcast. It's moving too fast.
It's a 1-on-1. Enable is able to win that one right there. They're just trading off those kills left and right. Enable playing a nice 2v1 here versus Karma with Slasher. You see Karma focusing on Slasher in the doorway. Was able to take him out. Enable popped out at that right time, having a fantastic S&D game. I think kind of the rub on Enable was coming in Advanced Warfare. Newer player to Call of Duty. Respawn, he's absolutely phenomenal. One of the best shots in this game, but is his respawn going to be up to par? And it definitely has been. Yeah,
no doubt about it. If you're Optic Nation this round, you need one right now. You can't let this go 5-1. What kind of strategy are you looking like from them?
You need some players to step up. I mean, Karma 5-4 right now. Nothing really going on from any of the others. Teep at 1-4, Kill at 1-4 as well, and then Miracle sitting at 1-5. A lot like that first map, you're going to need that slaying, but you see Karma on your screen. See Slasher.
He sees him. It's just a matter of Slasher's going to peek out. He's going to go over here and it looks like try and challenge him. Smart move. If he assumes that he has a sniper rifle out, he tags him up, hit markers, but he's not going to get the kill. And now they have an idea where Karma's at. He's going to be in another gunfight, another time tagging players up, but he can't take down the second player. Turns out, okay.
Yeah,
now we're down 1-1.
But he's in the middle of the map by himself, Gizmo. Would have liked to see one other player from ON push that aggressively with him. Teep, he's going to try and put some shots down, taken out from behind. It's going to leave Killa in a 1v2.
Yep, and just as you say, the 1v2, he's taken down now 5-1. To be honest, I'm completely shocked that these first 2 games of this match are going this way. I was expecting a very close series, and so far, Faze has just been looking very, very good.
Last night when we saw ON play Stunner, those guys look so hyped and so motivated. Right now, they look really deflated. The guys over on Faze, on the other hand, they are coming out really hot here. You know, we see them after every game. They're laughing, they're joking around, they're getting loud towards each other. Really motivating. Great stuff out of Faze Red.
All right, so Slasher now on board, and he's got the sniper rifle out. He's going to look for a first pick, and Enable goes down. So numbers in favor of Optic Nation, as we say that. Miracles goes down. Now it's going to be a 2-on-2 as kills are going down the kill feed. Karma now in a 1-on-2 to keep them alive.
And Karma's going to have a world to deal with. He's going to have one on the bomb, going to be able to take out Slasher. Aches versus Karma. Former teammates, former world champion teammates from Complexity EG. This is going to be a great matchup.
Looks like he knows where he's at. Oh!
And Aches able to win that one versus Karma as Faze Red going to go up 2-0 here against Optic Nation as Aches getting the better of his former teammate here.
It's just a shocking turn of events, to be honest. Up 2-0 right now for Faze. We're traveling to CTF, Retreat coming up next. It was hard to put the first one behind him. You can tell from Optic Nation. How difficult is it going to be to now put both of those games behind you?
So we've seen 2 maps out of this Optic Nation Faze Red matchup. So far, I think the one thing you can definitely say it's just Faze is just winning all their individual gunfights. Yeah, I mean, you have Miracles finish 1-7 there, Kill at 3-6, Teep at 3-6, Karma, the only one going positive there for ON at 7-6. I think if they're going to contend at all with Faze Red in this CTF on Retreat, they're going to need to win those individual fights.
Yeah, you said it on the hard point. They were rotating correctly several times. They just would not be winning the gunfights, and that's how you lose. And now you're down 2-0. It's going to be really important on the CTF to win those gunfights, especially in the cutoffs.
Yeah, I mean, you can play it as good as and as perfect as you possibly can, but if you don't win those gunfights, it's not going to change the outcome. So when we come back right after this quick commercial break, we're going to have Faze Red versus Optic Nation, game number 3, CTF Retreat.